Oh, gracias. Them big pigs. Aren't they?
They are big pigs.
It's got, look, maybe 6 of them.
Look at these pigs in front of us.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Got some wrestling around going on.
They're getting unruly.
Well,
Understandably so. They don't have a lot of room. Well, we're winding our way through the mountains again today. Last night we stayed at a really cute restaurant. It gave us Harvest Toast vibes, even though Harvest Toast isn't really a thing here in Mexico. But we were able to stay at the restaurant and park behind there, and they had a nice little garden area, so we couldn't be seen from the road. We didn't have to pay anything to stay there for the night, but of course we went to the restaurant for dinner and had some really yummy food and some great mezcal mojitos. And the owner was so kind, he actually brought out his own mezcal. It sounds like he and his family have some agave fields and they make their own. So he was explaining to us some of the different types of agave, which we didn't realize there was more than one, and let us try some of his cool mezcal batches. So really fun night. We really enjoyed it. It was an unexpected treat. But we are making our way towards the beach. So we just have to go through the mountains, up and over, and back down to get there. Luckily, the road is in better shape and is paved compared to our mountain road yesterday. So far, so good. Outside of some really rough potholes in a few towns, it's been much better. So it's another driving day. I think we have at least another 4 hours to get there. Maybe longer. We'll see. But lots of pretty views. I think once we get towards the top of the mountains, we're supposed to be in a cloud forest. I don't know how much we'll see of those clouds or not. It's pretty sunny today, so not sure if that will play a part or not. But it's a nice drive. Luckily, David's feeling much better.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think we would have been able to do this 5-6 hour drive if I was still having stomach issues. So I'm glad that things have finally seemed to have gotten better.
Yes, maybe it was the magic of the mezcal.
Could have been.
Because he was able to have that last night. So hopefully that's behind us. We'll see. But on we go. If we see anything exciting, we'll be sure to show you. Well, I think we've about made it down the mountains. We'll see though, that might be wrong. Stopped to get some lunch out of the truck camper. Look who's in the window. Little tiger baby. Well, when I said I thought we were mostly down the mountain, I was clearly not right. Because we're still going down quite a ways. But it's very pretty. It seems a little bit different here. elevation, it felt more alpine. But over here, I don't know, it doesn't really feel jungly, but you can definitely tell it's very lush and they get a lot of rain. It's pretty. We've been going up and down the mountains for about 2 hours, we think. It's 2:30 and the GPS says we have another 2 hours and 15 minutes. So hopefully we won't have too much more in the mountains, but we'll see.
We've been through quite a range of different elevations on our drive so far. We started around 5,000 feet and we went as high as 9,000 feet, and now we're back down to around 4,000 feet. So by the end of the day, we're hoping to be at the beach, so we'll be all the way down to 0. So quite a range in a day.
We're stopped for a minute for what looks like some construction, but we're seeing lots of banana trees and all kinds of little roadside stands where they are selling those bananas. They look very fresh. We can tell we're getting lower in elevation. It's definitely feeling a bit more jungly. When we opened the windows a minute ago, you could hear all kinds of bugs. Kind of sounded like crickets or cicadas. Maybe both. Maybe something different. But it's warming up too. What's our temperature now?
86 degrees.
86. I think it was in the 70s up top. That was nice. But I'm sure it's going to keep warming up from here.
The simple things we're made of. The simple things we're made of.
It's almost 4:30 p.m. and the GPS says we only have 12 more minutes and we'll be at our spot. It's been a long day. I think we are both wiped out and ready to get out of this car. Luckily, we made it down through the mountains, but I would say that lasted for at least probably another hour after I updated you all. So, glad to be done with that. It's pretty hot here. It's in the mid-90s. It says 93 now. It's cooling down slightly. So I think it's going to be a hot couple of days. But we're going to try to find a site that has electricity so we can just plug in and run the AC for us and the kitties. Just with it being quite this steamy, I think we're going to need it. But hopefully we'll be there soon. Well, it is steamy, but we have made it to the beach. The sun's going down. The waves look good. Super pretty. Got a couple of surfers out there. David's already asked if we should go get the surfboard. But I think we're a little too tired and it's a little too late.
I think you're winning.
Maybe. Tomorrow will do.
Not bad. Water's cool and refreshing. Be nice for the hot, muggy day tomorrow.
Yeah. It's super steamy. But at least it's pretty. Time for a kitty walk.
Always gets a fluffy tail as soon as we come in.
Yep. Right now we're staying in an RV park in Zipolite or Zipolite. It's pretty close to Puerto Escondido, but with our really long drive yesterday, we were ready to cut off the extra 40 plus minutes it would have taken to get to Puerto Escondido, so we're gonna hold off on that for a couple days. But there's supposed to be some good surfing here too, at least for us, since we're not that good. But the kitties are doing okay here. They like it. They've asked to get out in the morning and the evening. There's all kinds of birds. I think we're pretty close to the jungle here. I think it's just a bit south of here, but you can tell it feels way more tropical. And there's all kinds of birds that we've never seen before. So Tiger seems to get a fluffy tail every time she comes out. And Eddie gets a little bit nervous too. But I think they like it. It's something different. And it's pretty quiet here. And luckily they have full hookups so we can have air conditioning. It is hot, hot, hot. Tiger buddy, are you nervous? Look a little nervous.
Tiger? Are you nervous? You seem a little nervous. It's okay, they're just birds. You could eat them.
We're going to see if the waves are any good right now.
The simple things we're made of. The simple things we're made of.
Well, we're gonna give it another hour. I think the waves might need a little more time. And it's really hot. This campground slash hotel is full of mango trees. Huge mango trees. It seems like they have 2 varieties of mango trees as well. These are kind of those smaller yellow mangoes. And then there's also the bigger ones that are more of like the green red mix. Mangoes, mangoes, mangoes. Just saw walking the cats when this peacock-like bird showed up. We're making sure it stays a little distance from the cats. It definitely is territorial. Tyga is feeling unsure. And Nettie, even more so.
Hi. Such funny sound.
What an interesting squawk. Sometimes I feel like we're camped at the zoo.
I know.
All these bird sounds.
Walks up to us.
It's a fluffy tail.
She hasn't moved since we've been out here. It's still stalking us.
It really is. We might have to go back inside.
Look at him. He's so interested.
So intrigued. Luckily, the flamingo type bird has walked a little bit away, but he seems like he's coming back now. He really walks fast, too. Interesting. Alright, I gotta go. He's getting close. If you liked this video, let us know by liking and subscribing. And don't forget, you can see more of the journey on Instagram and TikTok. Cheers, friends!